IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacks his legal team. What could have happened? Is it that they're not handling the case satisfactorily? Or what? Or he thinks there's need to make a change? Or are they demanding so much from him? Let's get into the details. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, had dissolved his existing legal team headed by Mike Ozekume-san. Additionally, Kanu had dismissed his medical team due to their failure to furnish a medical report supporting his claim of heart-related ailment. So, as reported by Vanguard, this move comes in the aftermath of the Supreme Court's ruling on December 15, 2023, compelling Kanu's ongoing trial on charges related to terrorism. So, initiated in 2015, the legal proceedings were halted at the Federal High Court in Abuja after the Court of Appeal dismissed the charges in October 2022. So the dismissal was grounded in the deemed unlawfulness of Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June 2021, where his trial was meant to resume. So, contrarily, the Supreme Court, in a ruling made in December, mandated the continuation of Kanu's trial on terrorism charges. Okay, so sources confirmed sack of Kanu's legal team. Insiders from the judiciary verified that Nnamdi Kanu's legal team have been disbanded, citing his discontent with the Supreme Court's ruling as the reason behind the decision to dissolve the legal representation, the sources said. It is true that shortly after the Supreme Court ruling, Nnamdi Jimako and Nnemeka Ejiofor met with our leader, and he asked them to formally write the termination of the legal contract and give it to the lead counsel. Okay. They have already done that, and the senior advocate of Nigeria has received the letter terminating the contract. Additional information from the sources indicates that Kanu Agabi, another senior advocate of Nigeria, will be brought in to handle the legal matters for the troubled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra as he persists in his legal battle. As reported by leadership, the ultimate goal is to relocate Kanu to Kuje prison, providing him with unimpeded interaction with people. So meanwhile, the Supreme Court's judgment over Nnamdi Kanu's case has been considered to be a correct decision. Wahab Shitu, a respected senior advocate of Nigeria, said the Apex Court's verdict was straightforward and consistent with the law. Can you imagine? So during an interview on live TV program, Shitu said the Supreme Court's assertion of flaws in bringing Kanu back to Nigeria was accurate. So what is going to happen now? Okay, so now Kanu is, of course, this is showing sign of dissatisfaction and feeling a bit agitated. The case from 2021 has spanned almost to 2023, that is 2 years, and going to the third year now, and there's no headway around it. But I think the problem here is the impunity of the federal government over this matter. Courts of competent jurisdiction, court of first and second instances, all of them have ordered that the case be discontinued, and then now the Kanu should be freed, and it should even be compensated for infringing on its human right. But again, federal government is still using the power of the federal might to still hold that case down, persisting and insisting that the case should be tried on terrorism grounds. And that's actually not fair enough, because this is not, they say they follow rule of law. Meanwhile, the law is already telling them what to do, but they are saying no. But when it concerns them now as politicians, they will bend the law to suit themselves. This is injustice. This is man's inhumanity to humanity. Not acceptable. So with what Kanu has done now, just hope that with the sack of Michael Zekome and bringing in of Agabi into this matter, will probably make a way around it. Some people are from some quarters are saying that they should negotiate with the government and sign some kind of bond to free him. But I think Kanu does not want to take that route. He wants the case to be trashed once and for all. And once he's free, we know that he's free legally and not, something like favoritism in it. Already, few people are reacting to this situation now. Someone say useless APC and Simon Ekpa sponsored news. Okay, you people will be deepened in shame. How? How is Simon Ekpa part of this? Eh? Too late for the decision, not after almost grounded your account. Abi, after your money is almost finished in your account, you are sacking the son, Michael Zekume. All right. Another one saying it is good to sack them because their services is not bringing any good result. Okay. Somebody say nonsense blogger, nonsense write up, nonsense. What is nonsense about it? Is it that he did not sack the son, or he did not dissolve the legal team, or it's not bringing Mr. Gabi into the matter? Which one is not correct here now? The truth is that Michael Zekome has been sacked, and someone else is taking his place. That is it. And he wants to find an alternative way of handling his case so he can secure his victory the best way he wants to secure it. We just pray that at the end of this, that the new team will be able to do a better job. But again, will the new team be able to surmount the determination of the federal government to continue to try this case on the grounds of terrorism? That is a bigger challenge. Or is Kanu Agabi going to use his personal influence on federal government to influence the decision to drop the case? Is it going to be like a backdoor negotiation that Agabi is going to bring? I'm just wondering what is new thing that Agabi is going to do, or what is he going to do differently to produce result in this case? Because the only reason this case has not finished is because the government is using federal might to hold the case down rather than allowing court judgment to persist or to prevail. That is the situation. So I'm just wondering what Kanu Agabi is going to do differently to be sure that to bring the justice faster than expected. I'm sure from what Kanu said, his ill health is still persisting. They are not giving him space to take proper medical care, and he has stayed longer than necessary in that place. But again, I think the problem is the impunity of federal government is what is making this case to persist like this. Because if courts have agreed, I think courts sat at Enugu, another one, I think somewhere in Abuja also, all of them have said that he should be released and he should be compensated because that extraordinary rendition that was done on him was illegal. But again, federal government refused to give up. I don't know the kind of agreement that Tinubu must have entered with Buhari to ensure that Kanu is not released, because this is beyond normal. This is not normal at all. Okay, the Fulanis in APC, I don't know what they have, the agreement they have entered to ensure that Tinubu government does not release Kanu. So, but I know that this is just a matter of time. If they allow Kanu to die in their custody, that will be a bigger problem they may not be able to handle. That I know very sure. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this Kanu's case, dissolving his legal team and reconstituting them for a better performance.